What inspired you about working on this project with me? Yeah.
That was corny. But you know what? I think we inspire each other. What you think?
Yeah, I thought about writing, recording a whole record that's just based on any creative ideas anybody comes up with, making songs out of any sounds, because that's what you do to me. You take whatever you want, you make amazing songs out of it.
Yeah, I was afraid of your rhythm, but you got it now. You got it. You're OG now.
Yeah, I came in like a little bit, kind of had to relearn singing in terms of rhythm, but you know,
all this really is shortening of vibrato that you have is so sensational. You have amazing vibrato, and when you sing with rhythm, it's like you got to know how to shorten it. Like when it all falls down, like you know what I'm saying?
We got to pay attention to where the phrases are.
Exactly.
Like in records I made, you didn't really think about that. It's more like troubadour style music. You sing over it, and it's like you go ahead of the beat, you go behind the beat.
Yeah.
I remember hearing Missy Elliott records. It was the first time as a rock guy I was jealous of like hip hop, because I thought, listen to that, they can make music out of anything. They can use any sounds, and it's trippy. And rock used to be trippy, and rock used to be like sort of free, and why isn't it like that anymore? And that's kind of what I wanted to get into. What I do is that the disconnect with all preconceived ideas of what a rock record should be or what a rock singer should do.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
I think we came close to doing an album that was so unique. Really, like I said, we did it like I was thinking when I first got in there, I just wanted to do, great records. I think we both did, but then we wound up making a body of work.
Mm-hmm.
And this body of work is so amazing that I think when the world hear it, and even though the ideal was to be one ID, but everybody said because you're a fresh new artist, they don't know if that could be the right thing to do first starting off. But when people get it and they play it all the way through, they're gonna get the same experience. See, the whole key now is to listen to it all the way through and not skip it.
Yeah. That's to me been the hardest thing. It's like to go out, talk to people about the album. People are hearing one song here, one song there, at a time when really people are downloading one song at a time and they're listening to sound bites. Now I want to tell the story of, look, this is a whole album that the music never stops from beginning to end.
Yeah.
You're not really sure sometimes on first listen that the new song started, and it's like the most album-oriented album I've ever done. So that's like the story that's important to tell, to get people to sit still and listen to the whole thing.
Yeah, I think that I'm ready to start the next one now. I feel like it's the beginning of Chris Cornell solo debuts. I think we probably got 2 more in us.
At least
2 more good ones. I mean, the reason everybody might say, well, about 5 more, 6 more. It could be that. Depends on how fun it is, how fun the music world is. Right now, it's like, if our sound breaks through, we do as much as the people want our sound. But right now, we're just saying 2 more, because we do have outside lives now. Like, our life has changed, we have different things that we do, and we can't dedicate as much time to a lot of records. You know what I'm saying? I think we do it more now for the pleasure of our house, or our tape recorder, or our CD player for the house. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we try to develop a new young and coming Chris Cornell. That's our new thing. Find that next young act who sounds like, hey, you know what? You sound like Chris back in his heyday. Great. That's what we need to work on. The one who sounds like the guy the man next to the man. So that's the plan. The plans right now is to drop this album, put it out, and start another one. Because I think we can do it.
Tim, how familiar were you with Chris's music coming into this? If you could talk a little bit about it, and where were you trying to go coming into this thing?
How familiar I was with Chris' music? I always familiar with Black Hole Sun, some of the Audio Slave. I didn't like all the Audio Slave, but I love all the Soundgarden stuff. So I was familiar with all Chris stuff. I was more familiar with his voice. You know what I'm saying? And like, he had a distinctive voice. You know what I'm saying? And when I heard it again in the movie James Bond, I was like, wow, this dude got it. Like, he's amazing. If he sang over one of my beats, how would it be? And we just kind of went at it as a mess. I emulated him when I went there and sung the melody. I tried to sound like him, how he would sing it. And it actually did. It did. I did. So it was like, it worked.
Yeah, without words, just kind of singing the melody, and I think, wow, he gets this. He totally gets this. And then, I don't know, there wasn't a lot. We weren't like sitting around thinking a lot. We just wrote songs, recorded songs. Like I was writing and recording the vocals within, an hour and a half, 2 hours. So things were like going too fast to like sit and think or worry about it. It was just a creative process the way it's supposed to be. That's what I was hoping for, exactly. But you can never plan on that kind of stuff. It either happens or it doesn't. But it happened.
Chris, what inspires me is you.
Excellent. That's a good answer.
Simple as that. Well, I'm sure I know what inspires Chris. Me.
There you go.
Me and his guitar.
Now, when you guys came into the studio together, you had kind of an idea where you wanted to go. How did that change as you guys started collaborating?
Nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just went in there and had fun. We didn't think about nothing. We didn't have no ideas. We didn't know where we want to go. We just went and did it.
Yeah, I didn't have a
We didn't have no plan.
idea
We
of what
didn't
the
have
album would sound
nothing. We
like.
just wanted to go and do it. Everybody think we had this planned out. Like, we would sit down and wrote it out like we're going to rob the bank or something. You know what I'm saying? No, man, it was just music. Let's just do music. And that's what it was.
What were some of the challenges you had starting working on?
The only thing was his rhythm. Like, can he sing on a certain type of rhythm on a beat? You know what I'm saying? And once he got that, we was off to the races. And it didn't take him about 2 weeks to really understand it.
Yeah. No, we had in 5 weeks we did 20 songs, something like that.
Yeah.
And never stopped. Then it kind of took a turn in terms of how it became a collection of songs, and then how you turned it into an hour of nonstop music.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I started to hear these songs connecting to each other was a surprise. But like we said, it wasn't. There was no plan that we deviated from. I worry about songs. I want to have great songs on an album. Other than that, my whole attitude was anything goes. I showed up just wanting to do things differently, hear things different, get out of my normal
He showed
mode.
up ready to play ball.
What were some of the things Tim did that when you came up with an idea that he plussed it and you're like, wow, I didn't think about it. Tell me about that.
Well, like to hear Tim sing a melody line over a beat that sounds like something that I would naturally already sing. That, to me, was the first time I was just completely shocked, because you don't really hear people do that, and particularly when it's the world of producers. There are a lot of talented producers out there, but generally a producer is going to tell you, there's something going on with this song. Maybe it's too long, maybe it's too short. They're going to give you their opinion about something. They don't have the ability to like change anything musically or add anything musically, and so that's where the role kind of for me was different than it ever has been before, because I'm working with a producer who actually has musical ideas and is creating music at the same time, and that's where, for me, it becomes almost like my experience would be closer to working with a band member almost.
A producer is a composer, a songwriter, arranger, singer. He hears everything and hears how it should go. He's an imaginary person who visions. He sees a painting and he must finish the painting. Meaning only him can paint the picture. And maybe his brush can't do everything that everybody brush can do. So he goes in and get all the other brushes that are missing to collect to make this one masterpiece painting. So a producer does it all. Like if you have to be a great. Prince said it the best. Like, you know, he told me, like, don't show me that you're a producer. You know what I'm saying? Like, Prince don't call himself a producer. Prince calls himself a composer. And that's what I'm starting to call myself, a composer. Because that's what I really done with Chris' album is composed it. I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, I feel like I'm the real deal. Holyfield.
How about the first time you guys met?
Over the phone. I think we met over the phone.
On the phone, huh?
Yeah, we met over the phone and then we met in person. You know what I'm saying? When we met, it wasn't like, you know, it was just like, okay, let's work.
Yeah, the phone call was like that.
Yeah,
it's like, you
so-
want to make an album? Yeah. You want to make an album? Yeah. And when we first met, Tim basically just looked at me and said, so you can sing anything? And I said, yeah, of course. And he said, are you sure? Yeah, that was it. Then it was kind of off to the races. We were just making
And he wasn't scared to
songs.
say nothing. If I said any kind of word, he'd say it. He wasn't scared to say nothing. He didn't care about what nobody would say. I mean, we basically tell you now the only thing for you to do is listen to the album.
Right. So tell us about what are we going to hear?
You listen and tell me. That's for the audience. I mean, that's what we want now. We want questions from the people. That's all we want. We done gave you what we thought it is and what it is. Now, give us your feedback. And let me interview you.
I like that.